and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Michaela Loves Gymnastics. How you guys doing? I'm trying to fix my camera so it won't be so ratchet. I think that's better. I'm at work, like always, and I'm on break. And today is Thursday. Um, and I'm at work, but when I leave work in about an hour, I will be home recording an episode of the Half In, Half Out podcast. Please check that out. I do not know when it's going to air, but I am just super excited that the podcast would even ask me to do something like this. Like, I'm amazed. Shout outs to Twitter. Last night I was on this young lady named Larissa's space or whatever, and they had so many people on her space. But I caught it at the very end, so I was just, the only reason I caught it because people were saying that Morgan Hurt was on the space, so I just went to check it out. So when they realized that I was there, everybody gave me this huge shout out, and it was just so amazing. I just want to thank all of the super fans, all of Gymnastics Twitter, all of the Gymternet, everybody, for all the love that you guys have showed me in the community. It's been amazing. Um, so in my excitement of recording this episode of Half In, Half Out, I just wanted to do a video. First of all, I want to thank everybody who have liked my videos, commented, subscribed. We have reached over 250 subscribers on the channel, which is amazing. We have had our first video to make over, last time I checked, it was over 1,400 views, which is big for my channel. I'm not the Sports Everywhere channel or Gymnastics Tees or nothing like that. And while we're talking, let me explain something. The reason why I don't actually post videos of gymnastics itself is because I do want to get my channel monetized, right? And I just don't want to fight those issues once I become monetized of having other people's copyrighted material on my page, if that makes any sense. So I know a lot of people, especially in this gymnastics universe, likes YouTube channels where they actually show the girls actually doing gymnastics, but that's not my channel. My channel is, this channel is for the gym fans. We talk about it, we discuss, we be a little bit messy, we be a lot of bit shady, but it's all in fun, and it's all to celebrate our cohesive love of this sport. So with all of that being said, the reason why I've gathered everybody together is, in my comment section, somebody named Elizabeth Price has been commenting on a lot of my videos recently. And on the offhand, smallest, tiniest bit of possibility that is the real E.B. Price who's watching my videos, girl, I love you. I think you down. You are a queen. And this video is dedicated to you, Miss Elizabeth Price. Miss E.B. Price first was noticed by me and a lot of the gymnastics, the Gymternet, in 2012 when she almost made the 2012 London Olympic team. She was the alternate, and many people believe she should have been named to the team over Michaela Maroney. Now, I don't see Marta Crowley and Betta Crowley picking Elizabeth over the team over Michaela. I think Elizabeth was the alternate just in case any of their all-around girls got hurt. Just in case. Because Elizabeth could do bars, Elizabeth could vault, Elizabeth could do beam, Elizabeth could do floor. Elizabeth could have been put up on any event in that team final just in case somebody got hurt. And that is awesome because back then, all-arounders were a thing, but it would have been way easier for Elizabeth to be a vaulting specialist or an even bar specialist. But she was an all-arounder. Then, then Elizabeth moved on to the 2013 season where she did the World Cup series, and I think she was the overall World Cup champion in that year. But she didn't compete in nationals, and she didn't go to Worlds that year. So the very next year in 2014, Elizabeth came back and became the American Cup champion, and I think she did the Cup series again, and I think she won it again. So what we're saying is, if Elizabeth Price was competing in this squad, she would have had the individual spot going to the Rio Olympics. But the Olympics just were not in her destiny. She became one of the most exciting NCAA gymnasts ever to exist. She performed the hardest uneven bar routine. Go check it out. I might leave a link in my description. That I personally ever saw in NCAA gymnastics. Her routine was literally half of her elite routine. And most girls, once they get to NCAA, they don't even do half of their elite routines. They do like maybe a tenth of their elite routine. So that was super exciting to watch. Uh, all every gymnast I ever seen who ever said anything about this young lady said that she is the smartest person that they have ever met. Um, it's just exciting that she follows my channel. Like, I don't know what else to say. Elizabeth, you're awesome. Like, thank you for supporting your sister. Like, thank you. I'm an ultimate gym stan. I'm an ultimate gym stan. So thank you so very much. Um, I also want to talk about a little bit. This is going to be a little bit of a heavy subject. So I want to talk about how I dislike the Carolis as people, but I completely agree with their strategy of picking an Olympic team. I just do not believe, and I think this is one of the reasons why the men's team has been held back for so long. You cannot pick a team based on the results at trial. Like, that is just so, it's impractical. You can have your weakest gymnasts have a great competition, and you can have your strongest gymnasts have a horrible competition, and you're going to end up leaving your strongest gymnast home and taking your weakest gymnast. I just don't agree with that. I totally agree with the way the Carolis pick teams. They pick teams off of girls that A, were consistent, B, they knew they could trust, C, they knew that wouldn't fall all over the place. I think if Tom Forster, because we have Simone this year, it isn't so much of a big deal. But coming up in future seasons and in future team selections, okay, this is a great example. Look at the 2019 Junior World Team, right? He just picked the top four girls. Connor wasn't on the team. Sky wasn't on the team. Kayla DeCello wasn't on the team. But the team, I think, came in bronze. And this is USA. And our juniors came in third. Why? Because he didn't pick a team. And I'm sorry, as national team coordinator, that's your job, is to pick a team. I think if you just do the top four and the all around, that's a cop out. And you don't deserve the job as national team coordinator. They don't need a national team coordinator if they're just going to pick the top four girls. They need a national team coordinator to pick the Olympic team. And I just don't see, if Marta was still the head coach, that we'd even be having a conversation like Morgan could be possibly left off this team. She is maybe not on the national level, but internationally, she's one of the most consistent gymnasts that we have. She rarely has mistakes on a big level. So I think in the future to come, years down the road, I think we're going to view it as a mistake to just pick the top four in the competition or the top five in the competition. We need the coordinators to pick a team. That's literally your job, is to coordinate a team. Um, in conclusion, we always talk a lot of stuff about Michaela Skinner. Michaela Skinner, you did the best turnabout of your life. Those scores that you got And one of the best honors of your life, those scores that you got at classes was ridiculous on fall. It was ridiculous. Your chong is so much improved. You actually did a half on, blocked with both hands, laid off the table before you started your 1.5 twist. It was a beautiful, beautiful skill, Michaela Skinner. And I hope that no matter what happens, you're satisfied with the improvements that you have made in this sport. So, that's all I really wanted to talk about. It was just a little brief video while I was on break. I need to clock back in to work. So I'll see you guys in the next episode of Michaela Loves Gymnastics. And once again, support your girl and support the Half In, Half Out podcast and let them know how excited you guys are that I'm going to be on the show. Bye.